10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So you wanna be a champion, champion, champion?
Wow. Thank you so much for coming here. Every week I come out here and there's more and more and more of the best professional wrestling fans in this state, dare I say this country. That's right, UCW, Utah's #1 promotion. And again, I have to remind you, we were nominated for Best of State this year, and we find out if we won in a couple of weeks. Now, tonight's card is one of the best that we've ever put together. Tonight's card.
All right. Before you make any of your announcements that aren't as important to me anyway, I just got something I got to say. Last show, I laid out the Durango Kid. And so I think it's fair that I get a chance to lay him out again and take the Ultra X Championship. So, if it's okay with you, even though it doesn't really matter, Durango Kid, come on out here. Come on.
Thank you. You want a match?
Heck
against
yeah.
me, right?
Yeah, right now.
For the Ultra X title.
It won't be a match.
Do you guys want it? Dante Acosta versus Durango Kid? Teacher versus student? Mentor versus apprentice? What do I say? What better way to kick off the show? Is that all right, MK?
You guys won the match? All right, let's get a referee out here. Let's have this match. Ring the bell.
Folks, we are live here in Salt Lake City at Ucw-Zero Championship Wrestling, the Deacon of Doom, alongside my esteemed broadcast partner, Josh Damian. And Josh, what a way to start the night off.
It's definitely an interesting strategy. Personally, if I was the general manager of this organization, the commissioner, the head honcho, however you want to call it, I certainly wouldn't take my input from the fans on whether or not to do a match. But I am intrigued to see Dante Acosta. This would be his first match in action since coming back from an injury.
Well, you're not the commissioner, Josh. I hate to tell you that, and this is a fan-friendly atmosphere. The fans wanted to see it, and you see these two opponents lock up. Dante Acosta and the champion, the Ultra X champion, the Durango Kid. Oh, what a clothesline. And a back elbow by Durango Kid. And it looks like Dante Acosta's a bit lost. Maybe some ring rush, Josh.
Oh, well, you know what? I mean, hey, it's his first match in action, and at least it's got to be 4 or 5 months. Oh, my goodness.
Well, it has been a while. Dante Acosta, of course, wrestling for his local high school, had a knee injury, was out for a while, and it looks like he's got a bit of ring rust right now as the Durango Kid locks up Dante Acosta with a kind of inverted Boston crab. And look at Acosta's face. He is in tremendous pain right now. A submission move by this young kid, the Durango Kid, the student, as he said in the ring.
I don't think that move is legal. Someone take a look in the rule book.
It's totally legal. It was not a closed fist. It was a submission move. It was not a choke. And now the Durango Kid, oh my gosh, a hangman by the former Ultra X champion, Dante Acosta.
There's more illegal things in wrestling than closed fists.
Well, you're right. There is. I'm just saying it wasn't a closed fist. Oh my gosh. Acosta just smashed into the side of the apron, and folks, that's steel reinforcement. And I thought I saw his head, and look at Braden Austin now coming out to Durango Kid. Why is Braden Austin out here, Josh?
I'm wondering why Braden Austin supports a title opportunity for the not for the Durango Kid, but for Dante Acosta, frankly. I don't understand this weird friendship. We got to remember, folks, Dante Acosta has been known to be the kind of kid. Oh, wait, heads up!
Oh my God, both of them went down. What a move by the Durango Kid as he goes careening off the mat and takes out both Dante Acosta and Dante Acosta's new best friend, Braden Austin. The Kid now going after. He thinks this is his chance now to retain that title as he goes after his mentor.
Oh, geez.
Nice move by the Durango Kid, a shot to the chest.
Look at this, off the ropes here. Oh, big clothesline.
My gosh. And now you see there is a lot of power and a lot of might in that small body of Dante Acosta. He is wiry, he is tough, and he can fight, ladies and gentlemen, as he now takes it to the champion, the Ultra X champion, the Durango Kid.
Well, was there any doubt ever that every time Dante Acosta's in a ring, he brings it? He gives 110%, I'll tell you what.
Both of these two competitors do give 110%. I've had the opportunity to wrestle Dante Acosta on a number of occasions, and the Durango Kid once or twice last summer. Both of these kids really are hungry. Both these opponents. Wait a minute! And Braden Austin is now choking the Ultra X champion, the Durango Kid, on that bottom rope.
Where did you see that?
It's right here on our monitor that finally you decided, Mr. Technology.
I don't look at the monitor. I was looking at our referee interfering in a match, distracting Dante Acosta. That's what I saw.
Well, thank God for the great camera work tonight by our cameramen. They caught that. Oh, and a nice stomp by Dante. Oh, my gosh. The Durango Kid is in a lot of pain right now, and Dante Acosta looks as confident and as cocky as he ever has. 2 count on the champion.
So close right there to having a new Ultra X champion. How great would it be if Dante Acosta came in first match back and became the Ultra X champion?
I'm not sure how great it would be. I know the fans would not enjoy that.
Well, who cares about the fans?
The fans are what pay your salary, my salary, and the worker's salary, Josh.
What's a salary? I don't know. That term in professional wrestling does not exist.
It puts food on your table. Dante Acosta now with that side headlock on the Durango Kid as he wrenches it in. The Durango Kid shot to the midsection trying to fight out of this, and sure enough, it looks like he's going to. But wait a minute. Acosta picking him up. Nice flip by the Durango Kid. ducked the line. And the Durango Kid with a Russian leg sweep on Dante Acosta.
Russian leg sweep from a Mexican sensation. How about that?
I'm confused. I am confused. And Acosta, he throws the champion into the turnbuckle. And look at the champion now, reeling in pain. His back careened into the turnbuckle. And Acosta, you got to think right now, as the mentor, has got this match well in hand, Josh.
Well, let me tell you something. Acosta has never actually been without advantage in this contest. Think about it. Braden Austin at his side. He was the one who called out the Durango Kid. He's had this mentality the entire day. The Durango Kid had no clue that this match was even going to happen. Let me tell you something. Acosta has never lost advantage at this point.
Well, you've certainly, I wouldn't say proven a point, but that is a good point to be made.
Well,
the Durango.
What would you say then?
I'm just saying, you're right. The Durango Kid.
I want that on record.
The Durango Kid was not ready for this match. He came out here, accepted the challenge of Dante Acosta, the former Ultra X champion. He is a fighting champion.
I still want it in writing that you said I'm correct.
I lost my pen, but let's get back to the match. You can see Dante Acosta now blatantly choking the Ultra X champion. And now look at Braden Austin again.
And look at this blatant interference from this referee who is distracting Dante Acosta from the match ahead. It's almost like the referee doesn't want Acosta to be the Ultra X champion. Here we go. I bet it's a slow pin, too. Oh, look at that. Acosta should have had 3.
Let me borrow your smartphone, Josh. I want to call your optometrist.
What's an optometrist?
Obviously, we don't see the match in the same way. That was clearly breaking of the rules as Braden Austin choking the champion. And now Dante Acosta with the front face lock, but the champion fighting out of it as he runs Acosta into the turnbuckle. And what a shot to the side of the head. Both of these competitors look to be spit now. You got to think that Dante Acosta has to have a little bit of ring rust, Josh.
Well, I mean, anytime a competitor's been out of the ring for a while, they're going to have some ring rust, but let me tell you something. You wouldn't know it from that big drop kick by Acosta. I bet if you got in the ring right now, you'd not only have a lot of ring rust, but probably, some corrosion and a bunch of other terms you probably don't understand.
Listen, the Deacon's retired, okay? I'm 45 years old. My back's in better and better shape now that I've left the ring, and I can't say that I enjoy my time sitting by you because, quite frankly, you're antagonistic and you are cocky yourself.
Well, I'm glad that your back's feeling better. I'm still waiting for you to grow a spine.
Oh. Durango Kid now coming after Dante Acosta, but Acosta cuts him off again with a huge knee into the midsection. Blocked by the Durango Kid. Look at that. Block after block, counter after counter. And now Durango Kid, what's he doing? What is this? Oh, and what a counter by Dante Acosta. Oh, and a shot. What a kick to the midsection. The Durango, super kick by the Durango Kid, and Acosta finds himself flat on his back. Both competitors now receiving that famous 10 count from our referee.
It's these kind of matches that you love to call because these guys know each other so well. It's one of those situations where, you know what? The Durango Kid, everything that he knows, Dante Acosta taught him. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he knows everything that Dante Acosta knows.
Are you suggesting that Dante may not have taught him everything?
I'm just saying that, you know what? This mentor-protege thing was not for long. Uh-oh, here we go.
Wait a minute. A kind of chin breaker from the champ, the Durango Kid, and now Dante finds himself missing a few teeth. And look at Braden Austin now. He's walking towards the Ultra X champion, and I do not want to see interference again, but look at Braden Austin. There he goes. He's now in the ring. Oh, come on, a low blow. A low blow. It's 2 against 1 tonight, Josh.
I agree. The referee has been distracting Dante Acosta this entire time.
Acosta now seemingly has things in control thanks to the help of his friend Braden Austin. And oh, what a move. I'm not sure that I've seen that version of the neck breaker before, but it certainly did what it was supposed to do as the Durango Kid. Oh, and he kicks out in 2 3/4. This kid has got fight. The champion did not expect to come out tonight and wrestle, especially at the beginning of this show, but he is fighting back, not just against Dante Acosta, but against Braden Austin tonight. And look at that. Dante Acosta just spit on a fan. Come on.
Let me tell you something. And wait a minute here.
Oh, please. Please, they're ringing the bell. Ring the bell. This is ridiculous.
I know. Braden Austin just cost Dante Acosta the Ultra X title. Some friendship.
Acosta And now Braden Austin assaulting the Ultra X champion.
Uh-oh.
Austin holding him up. He looks lifeless almost. Oh, oh my God.
John, DQ?
A super kick.
DQ?
Right. Oh, my gosh.
Your decision, DQ?
Somebody's got to get in here and help. You can hear the crowd now.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee John has made this disqualification. Your winner, Durango Kid.
Well, and you know what? He's still the Ultra X champion, so hey, good for him. He won lying down on the job. What a guy.
Well, he's lying down on the job because it was 2 against 1 tonight, Josh. Braden Austin and Dante Acosta clearly weren't here to win a match tonight. They were here to make a statement, and that statement was this, that Dante Acosta is coming after that Ultra X championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got more, so stay tuned for more Ucw-Zero action.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Salt Lake City, the Deacon of Doom, alongside my broadcast partner, Josh Damien. We've got a great match coming up now.
Yeah, it's definitely sure. This upcoming contest, I hear, is scheduled for one fall. Go figure.
Oh, please. Up to the ring in the lovely Mercedes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the Ucw-Zero Women's Championship. Introducing first, your challenger from Salt Lake City, Utah, Morgan!
There she, I'm sorry, Josh, don't mean to interrupt, but there she is, Morgan. She is a fan favorite. She's been a fan favorite here in Utah for a very long time. Former women's champion on several occasions here in UCW. We're so glad to have Morgan back.
Hey, you got to remember, not just the original diva, the original champion as well, the original UCW-Zero Women's Champion Morgan. Great legacy here in UCW-Zero, and tonight she's going for the belt again.
Well, she wrestles all over the country, ladies and gentlemen, but this is the place that Morgan calls home, Salt Lake City, Utah, the place that she has reigned in the women's division for all these years. But you're right, Josh, tonight she's got an opponent that's the champion.
And her opponent from Charleston, South Carolina, accompanied to the ring by Jason Bravo, the UCW-Zero Women's Champion, Sierra Rose!
You know, you just gotta wonder why in the world somebody with the talent of Sierra Rose has to have this buffoon, this thug, Jason Bravo, follow her out every time.
Well, let me tell you something. She's from California, or not California, excuse me. She's from South Carolina, but she's the only 10 I see.
You're so funny.
My knee's gonna be sore tonight from all the slapping that's going on. But anyway, back to the match. Sierra Rose, a 2-time UCW Women's Champion now. And let me tell you something, that belt looks great where it's at right now.
Well, her tights say stare, and my broadcast partner, Josh Damien, is staring right now. You better believe that.
Hey now.
As Jason Bravo helps the champion in the ring. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, Josh. Bravo being here, just like our last match, adds a component that I'm not comfortable with.
Well, you've used component twice now. I don't think you know what that word means.
I'm not sure what it means.
Hold it.
Wait a minute, Commissioner.
Before we start this match, a lot of the fans have been emailing tweeting about the shenanigans you've been pulling.
Exactly.
MK
So-
doesn't use Twitter.
With the challenger's permission, if you're staying out here, then so am I.
Wait a minute.
Morgan? Morgan, is that okay?
Buddy, you got yourself a deal.
All right, I'm taking these off.
Oh, and we're all intimidated now, let me tell you.
We're not intimidated, but I am happy with that decision. It's a kind of equalizer. As MK, the commissioner, stands beside Morgan tonight. I think it kind of makes things fair, Josh.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Jason Bravo has muscles and a beard. What does the MK Bandit have?
The MK Bandit has got smarts. He's running the show here tonight, and he wants to make sure things are fair as the bell is rung.
Hey, who's that guy in the ring? I don't recognize him.
That's senior referee here at UCW, Mr. Jack Trades. It's great to see him back.
Senior because he's like the oldest or what?
Well, he's the most experienced referee we have. Now, test of strength in the middle of the ring.
That's kinda
Morgan and Sierra Rose. And obviously, Morgan is much stronger than Sierra Rose, but she powers up now.
Oh my gosh, you see that? She's limber. She's like spaghetti.
Sierra Rose may have been hitting the gym herself a little bit. These two wonderful competitors, the champion Sierra Rose versus the long-time and, as you said, first champion in UCW-Zero of women, and that is Morgan.
I like the way that you said that. Champion of women. Not the women's champion, the champion of women.
The women's. Don't confuse me, all right?
Hey, it's not difficult to do. I'll try my best, though.
Morgan with a little bit of tomfoolery herself as she stomps on the fingers of the champion, Sierra Rose. Now both competitors lock up in the middle of the ring, and you see, well, I don't know if you can see it on your monitor, Jason Bravo seems to be stalking, walking around, trying to find any advantage to help his woman, Sierra Rose.
Hey, let me tell you something. If you're good at something, don't do it for free. Jason Bravo stalking, that's an expertise.
Sierra Rose looks like she might be a bit confused right now as Morgan out wrestling the champion at the beginning of this match.
Well, and you know what? I mean, Rose knows Morgan. They've wrestled together for quite some time, but at the same time, they haven't wrestled in a while. Sierra Rose has had to deal with Lacey Ryan and what's-his-face, the former Divas champion.
Tommy Purr? You talking about Tommy Purr?
That's right. I could have said Tommy Misfit, and then I would have gotten an angry email.
Absolutely, you would have. Tommy Purr not here tonight, but he's always a fan favorite here in Salt Lake City. Nice takedown by Morgan. Side headlock. Rose now trying to work up, and she does. Oh, and another takedown. Headlock takedown by Morgan. And look at the frustration now with Sierra Rose as she kicks her feet. Quick 2 count by senior referee Jack Trades. It is 2.
See, here's the other thing. I mean, you've got MK in the corner of Morgan, and that's just a sign of corruption right there. This is a sign of a commissioner who is he's making investments here, and it's trouble. That's all it is. I don't like this situation at all.
How do you call it corruption? He wants to make sure that, well, things are as fair as possible.
If he's in the corner of one competitor, that means that he wants that competitor to win.
I think what he wants to do is to make sure that Jason Bravo doesn't interfere like he's done in almost every match since these two crazy people got together. I'm talking about Rose and Jason Bravo, of course.
I see.
Oh, a nice chop by Morgan. And look at Rose. She is in some significant pain right now as Morgan shoots her off. Nice reversal by Rose. Drop toe hold. And Morgan, I think, hit her face on the mat. Oh, what a move by Sierra Rose. It's a submission move. Let's see if Morgan can fight her way out of this. Look at the athleticism now of Sierra Rose.
Yeah, you call that a bridge, I'll tell you what, that is a London bridge, baby.
Use your spiritual eyes. Look at the strength of Morgan. Use your spiritual eyes, Josh.
What's a spiritual eye? Like a spirit animal?
Sometimes I think you lust after the women in the ring. Oh, nice neck breaker by Sierra Rose.
My spirit animal is a fox.
What?
Well, you said my spirit eye. So, like, my spirit animal is a fox. If I had to choose my spirit eye, I think I would have the spirit eyes of an eagle.
Sierra Rose now stomping away at Morgan. As she's pulling the hair, referee Jack Trades look, wait a minute. She seems to be stuck in the rope. And Rose with 2 huge knees into the back of Morgan. And watch Jason Bravo. He's just a couple of feet away from Morgan. Referee Jack Trades.
Clearly jealous that he has no hair.
Who?
He said let go of the hair. I mean, why else would he do that?
It's illegal.
His hair has a Napoleon complex.
It's illegal to pull somebody's hair.
Oh, okay, so there's more than a closed fist that's illegal in wrestling. I wonder who said that earlier.
That's two things now. Oh, my gosh. Closed fist,
Might not be the most legal thing.
pulling of hair.
You know, I'd like to go out and say that it's actually been put on the record that Jack Trades has a crush on Sierra Rose. Do you think that maybe there's a little bit of unfairness here? If he referees a match for Jason Bravo, he might cost Bravo a match.
What record are you talking about?
It's a fact. You can ask anyone. Jack Trades wants to go KISSI.
NG.
Yeah, that one in a tree with Sierra Rose.
Jack Trades is married. I just redid his wedding vows 2 weeks ago.
How do you redo wedding vows? Is that like redoing a bathroom?
Renewing the wedding vows is what we priests do.
Oh.
Sierra Rose now with a chop of her own on Morgan, and she sends Morgan down. Morgan trying to get up, and she's working her way up, but it looks like Sierra Rose now pounding away on Morgan. She's got a fury in her tonight. I wonder if she's been training with Jason Bravo. Oh, and a huge clothesline by Sierra Rose.
What do you mean by that? She has a fury in her.
She's got a renewed fury, and you got to think that Jason Bravo has definitely been working with her in the ring.
In the ring, out of the ring, you know.
Again, family show tonight, Josh. Family show.
Oh, are there go-karts?
Series of forearms by Morgan into the midsection of Sierra Rose, and now Morgan begins to take over. And what is this? Morgan's got Sierra Rose. Oh, and she drops her face first on the mat.
That was not pretty. I mean, you know, it was pretty, but it made her not pretty.
You got to think that pretty face that you've been looking at, Josh, may have been a little bit rearranged.
Yeah.
She comes falling down from 5 or 6 feet in the air. She seems to be holding her midsection right now, and it looks like Morgan's locked her up. What a submission move by Morgan. A kind of inverted sleeper. Wait a minute, Jason Bravo is touching Morgan, and there's Commissioner MK. That's exactly why he wanted out here. He wanted to make sure that Bravo would not interfere again. Words exchanged between the commissioner and the former UCW heavyweight champion Jason Bravo. But as far as I'm concerned, Josh, the commissioner has done his job tonight at least once, and I hope it happens again.
Well, and exactly, I don't know how this entails, but I mean, technically, I think he should have removed Jason Bravo if he was really doing his job.
Well, you got to wonder if Jason Bravo doesn't have some kind of manager's license to come out here. Otherwise, the commissioner could remove them.
There are
have
licenses
removed them.
for that?
Manager's license. I'm working on mine right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm working on mine right now.
Do they?
No.
Okay, that's good.
That's pure talent. And look at that, a huge knee by Morgan to the midsection of Sierra Rose. And now she picks her up for what I thought was going to be a body slam.
Oh, we call it the Tree of Woe.
The Tree of Woe. Sierra Rose is a stop to the midsection. Rose, I don't think she can get out of that. Oh, and a huge running forearm by Morgan into the cranium of Sierra Rose. And Jason Bravo imploring his women's champion to get up and to keep fighting. Morgan looks like she's now stalking Sierra Rose, and Rose looks stunned. She looks hurt. Oh my gosh. Folks, I saw Sierra Rose neck snap as Morgan drags her lifeless to the middle of the ring. You've got to think it's over now. Oh, and a 2 count. I cannot believe Sierra Rose kicked out of that one. I'm impressed with Sierra Rose tonight. She has taken some shots by Morgan. Wait a minute, DDT by Morgan. And look at Jason Bravo. Get him out of the ring, please.
Wow.
Senior referee Jack Trade saying ring the bell.
And look at the great job the MK Bandit is doing, preventing this interference. What a great job.
That's enough. Bravo! Bravo! You interfered. This is a no contest.
No contest.
But you're not getting away with it that easy. April 19th, right here It's going to be a rematch for the title, but this time, no Bravo. Get in the back.
Oh my!
No Bravo.
I love it, Commissioner. I love it.
April 19th, right here. Sierra Rose versus Michelle Morgan for the title. No Bravo, no MK, just two fighting athletes.
Bravo, Commissioner, bravo. I love it. Finally, we're going to have a straight one-on-one match. Morgan and Sierra Rose on April 19th. And Jason Bravo is beside himself, Josh.
And I can't say I blame him. Tonight, Sierra Rose walks out as the women's champion, but will she walk out of it on April 19th, the champion?
Well, I know one thing. She may or may not have the belt, but Jason Bravo's not going to help her win it. And with that, folks, we're going to be right back with more Ucw-Zero action.
BR Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero, Utah's best live pro wrestling action in Salt Lake City, Utah, at the UCW Training Center, 47 South Orange Street. Tickets are $10 for general admission and $3 for kids 6 and under. Doors open at 6 p.m. and bell time is 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to www.ucw-zero.com or call 801-699-7977. And remember, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. Leave it to us. We are Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. Motivational pain.
Folks, we're live in Salt Lake City. Put your phone down, Josh.
Hey, I'm busy tweeting this show right now, all right? I have things to do and places to be. What are you doing?
We'll talk later about what a tweet is. I'm still confused about that, but let's go up to the ring for a very special in-ring moment with one of my favorite wrestlers, Nata Mercedes.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, UCW-Zero's only deaf wrestler, accompanied to the ring by Laylee D, the Dark Angel.
Here he comes, Josh, the Deacon's personal proto. Look at the fans tonight.
What a gimmick.
It's not a gimmick. That's the way he hears.
He doesn't, though. That's the thing. He doesn't hear.
He does. He hears with his eyes.
Listen to what you just said.
He hears with his eyes.
That's not physically possible.
When the crowd raises their hands and does what you call the jazz hands, I think you call them.
Yeah, it's a room full of jazz hands.
That's the way the Dark Angel knows that the fans are on his side. He is a fan favorite here in UCW. It's interesting. You don't hear a lot of cheering, but there is a lot of cheering in the arena tonight.
Yeah, you're right. You don't hear a lot of cheering. I wonder why.
Well, we've all learned a little bit of sign language tonight. Come on, Josh, jazz hands. Let's do it. Jazz
I only
hands.
need one gesture in sign language, and I can't do it on camera. Sorry,
Jazz
folks.
hands.
No.
Jazz hands.
No. There is no reason for me to do jazz hands.
Folks, we got the Dark Angel heading into the ring and his personal interpreter, the lovely Laylee D. I'm excited about what we're going to hear tonight.
Why does he get a personal interpreter?
Give it up for Howie.
I think he doesn't
Dark
mind
Angel.
having that personal interpreter. All right. He's got a few things he wants to sign tonight, Josh.
No, I'm glad you didn't say.
First of all, he wants to thank the UCW-Zero Nation.
I love it. Come on. Jazz hands, everybody.
He wants to thank you for all of his support, especially when you clap for him in sign language.
Ah.
Many people said that he couldn't do it, but when he sees you guys supporting him, he knows that he can.
Do you read sign language?
I like the Dark Angel's voice. It's actually rather sexy.
Oh, my gosh.
Like every other wrestler in the roster, his goal one day is to be the UCW-Zero heavyweight champion.
I think he can do it. He's got the physical tools. Look at him.
You're off your meds.
I know with your support, I can do it.
Listen, sure, I have high cholesterol. I have high blood pressure. But I'm on my meds.
Give it up. He knows that he could not do this without you.
Awesome. That's great. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the Dark Angel making his first promo in a professional wrestling ring. And Josh, you've got to be impressed. And look at the way he's helping the lovely Lily D out of the ring.
Wow, and let me tell you something. If you're watching this at home without sound, that was just as fascinating as it was here in the arena.
I don't even know what to say about you sometimes.
You know, I can say plenty, but, you know, let's just let them sign it, why don't we?
You're not just an embarrassment to me, but you're an embarrassment to the industry. He is an incredible story, Josh.
Yeah, well, that's great. This is not CNN. We're not here to tell stories. This is about wrestling.
Listen, you can hear, you can speak, you have an advantage. He's at an extreme disadvantage, and yet he finds a way.
I have plenty of advantages, and it's not just because I can see and hear and speak. Don't forget there's my charm and wit and good looks.
Let's get back to the ring with more UCW wrestling action. The lovely Mercedes.
That's what this show's about, wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now our main event of the evening.
Oh, wait. I'll do
This contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit.
You're not going to heaven.
Introducing first, weighing 240 pounds from Salt Lake City, Utah, representing the Foundation, former WWE Tough Enough competitor, Martin Casaus.
Well, let me tell you something here. Martin Casaus looks as good as he ever has tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He got a haircut. Isn't that great about him? But let me tell you something. Where his hair has been cut, his talent is just as better than ever, and it's growing, ladies and gentlemen.
Martin Casaus, not one of my personal favorites, Josh Damian, but I have to admit, he has put on some serious weight, and it's not fat, it's pure muscle. But he's been a disappointment to the Deacon because the man standing right beside him, Stevie Slick, has twisted his mind. He now calls himself the Foundation in UCW, but he's not. The Foundation, as I've said over and over and over again, are all of these fans here tonight that make this show what it is.
Well, let me tell you something. I will agree with you. I'm not a huge fan of Stevie Slick either. But let me tell you something. Just because Martin Casaus has decided to align himself with Stevie Slick doesn't make me any less of a Martin Casaus guy. No doubt about that.
Martin Casaus, widely considered one of the best independent wrestlers in the country. Of course, former WWE Tough Enough contestant. He has made himself a name here in UCW. This is his home. And with Stevie Slick by his side, the Foundation will continue to wreak havoc on a lot of wrestlers. But he's got a challenger tonight, Josh.
And he does have a challenger, but let me tell you something. Casaus is a UCW name. He's going to be a worldwide name soon enough.
Well, you just might be right. You just might be right.
That's 3 tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I said might.
No, we're going to go ahead and say I'm right.
Let's listen to who he's going to wrestle tonight, though.
Oh, this is good.
You'll be surprised.
And his opponent, weighing 242 pounds.
Here he comes.
Hailing from Valhalla, Alexander Hammerstone.
Well, and let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I have done my scouting on Alexander Hammerstone, and look at the physique on this man. My God. Deacon, you brag about how much time you spend in the gym. Let me tell you something. This guy lives there.
His legs are almost as big as mine. He is a physical specimen indeed. This is Alexander Hammerstone. And listen to the crowd. They want to see somebody finally walk into that ring and show Martin Casaus what wrestling is all about. And this guy, I think, can do it. He competes all over the West, and he makes his home at Championship Wrestling from Arizona.
Well, let me tell you something. Tonight, this kid has an opportunity to prove himself. So far, we see a great physique, but that doesn't mean that he is any mental competition for Martin Casaus tonight.
He is a good-looking youngster, of course, from Arizona, as he throws his shirt over to the announce table. Both of these competitors now in tip-top shape. Alexander Hammerstone and Martin Casaus. And listen to the crowd as they give an earful to the former Ucw-Zero champion, Martin Casaus.
Let me tell you something. I was talking with Alex Hammerstone earlier today. I was actually getting to know the talent because, you know, they like me, unlike some of my other commentator partners. But here's the thing. Hammerstone, can you guess what comic character is his idol, Deacon?
I'm guessing Thor, Josh?
Exactly right. You know who Martin Casaus' comic book idol is?
I think it's Batman.
Not quite. It's
Superman. Whatever.
Superman. This is what happens when Marvel meets DC, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it's Superman versus Thor tonight.
And they both fly, too.
And there's Hammerstone. Listen to the crowd. They love him. His first time here in Salt Lake City wrestling for Ucw-Zero Wrestling. And the crowd loves him. Or it might be better said, they hate Martin Casaus so much that they're going to pull for anybody. But listen, this kid looks great. And he is ready to take on the former WWE Tough Enough contestant, Martin Casaus.
Well, and we said it's a great opportunity. This is an opportunity, too, for Casaus, who's had a lot of chances against talent, but not necessarily talent with a physique similar to Casaus's.
This is going to be one heck of a wrestling match. In fact, it already is, as Hammerstone backs Martin Casaus up into the corner. And he's showing a bit of physique himself. Casaus does not look impressed, but Hammerstone wants a piece. He wants a piece of Casaus. Stevie Slick and Martin Casaus doing a little bit of coaching, and now, well, they tie up in the middle of the ring, kind of a test of strength. One bull versus another. Casaus now has Hammerstone into the corner. Let's see if he can make a clean break. Here comes the clean break. There it is. Nice job, Martin Casaus. Finally, he's understanding, and look at I think Martin Casaus has a bit of respect for this kid, Josh.
Well, and you know what? We'll see how long that respect lasts. I mean, this guy's been in the ring with him for only about 2 minutes here, so we'll see. When you go up against someone that has the same physique, has a similar, arsenal to you, there is a natural respect. We'll see what happens.
Nice side headlock by Alexander. How do you say his last name again, Josh?
Hammerstone.
Hammerstone. Alexander
No.
Hammerstone.
I think so.
Check your Twitter,
Yeah.
your tweeter, whatever it is.
You don't even know what that is.
Both men come shoulder to shoulder. Neither one of them goes down. Of course, both of them weigh approximately the same weight, the same build. But you got to think, Martin Casaus has been in this business a heck of a long time. And with Stevie Slick by his side, you got to wonder, once again here at UCW, if it's just too much for Hammerstone having to deal with both Casaus and Stevie Slick. Casaus looks confused. Nice drop kick. Nice drop kick by Hammerstone. And listen to this crowd. Casaus took 2 size 12s right to the cranium, and he fires out. Nice duck by Hammerstone, and a huge forearm. Another forearm, rocking Casaus back into the ropes. Casaus now works his way to the corner, and a shoulder into the midsection of Martin Casaus. Look at the force that he delivers those shoulders with, Josh.
That's a lot of force right there. And oh, look at that. Nobody home. Casaus with a little bit of strategy right there, waiting for a lull.
Casaus now unloading on Hammerstone as he referee, nice referee Jack Trades breaking that up. Oh, and a miss by Casaus, and now Hammerstone begins to hammer away, if you will. Nice body slam on Martin Casaus. Here comes the big elbow. Oh, and he dropped it right into the sternum of Martin Casaus, and another one into the sternum of Martin Casaus. It is a third one as he jumps high into the air. And Hammerstone looks like he is firmly in control, wanting to hammer out another victory here tonight. Did you hear that pun?
I heard the pun. It was so great, my knee is just sore thinking about it.
Wait a minute. Stevie Slick grabbing onto, and Casaus from behind on Hammerstone. You see, that's what I'm talking about, Josh. With Stevie Slick out there, it's not just a one-on-one contest. Once again, Slick sticks his slimy little nose, and there he's pulling the hair of Hammerstone. You see the monitor, Josh? Look at the monitor.
Why would I look at the monitor? I'm live. I have a front row seat. I'd rather look at this.
Did you see what Slick did?
What did Slick do?
He pulled the hair of this young competitor here tonight.
Man, you know what? I don't get what the big deal is with pulling hair. I mean, I've heard a lot of people like it.
It's against the rules. I'm going to add one more tonight, too. Choking. Choking's against the rules. So now we got closed fist, pulling of the hair, and choking.
So let me get this straight. Pulling hair and then choking are against your rules?
Against the rules of professional wrestling, even here in Salt Lake City.
Man.
Oh, my God. I apologize, my love. I apologize. Casaus now throws Hammerstone's head right into that turnbuckle. Casaus now with a huge chop.
Well, let me tell you something. They heard that one back in Arizona where Hammerstone, where Hammerstone reigns.
Another chop by Martin Casaus. He's asking the crowd if they want one more. Of course they don't want one more. Martin Casaus. Oh, and Hammerstone ducks and delivers a chop of his own. A right and a left. And Hammerstone looks like he is ready for a fight tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Casaus, though, with that quick cutoff. I thought it may have been a low blow by Casaus. What nice. Casaus ducked what I thought was going to be some kind of hurricanrana off the top rope. Hammerstone ducks the line, ducks the elbow, but there is that patented Martin Casaus drop kick. Nobody in the business, Josh, gets higher than Martin Casaus, taking Hammerstone's head off, but a 2 count by referee Jack Trades.
Well, I don't know about getting higher than Casaus. I mean, I think a lot of guys in the industry get higher than Casaus does, but when it comes to drop kicks, I'll agree with you.
Family.
You know I don't know what that letter's organized thing.
It's a family show, Josh. Please, no more references like that. Martin Casaus with a nice body slam on Alexander Hammerstone. Hammerstone now kicks out at a 2 count, and referee Jack Trades now admonishes Stevie Slick. Nicely done, referee. Hammerstone now fighting back. A series of shots to Martin Casaus and another one. Casaus now takes shots to the head, those forearms. Reversal. And wait a minute, Hammerstone now. Nice suplex. Is that a Northern Lights, Josh?
That was pretty, I know that much.
Northern Lights suplex by Hammerstone, but there's Casaus with a huge clothesline on this young competitor from the great state of it. Now Stevie Slick's up on the mat. Did you see that on the monitor, Josh?
No, I was busy watching the match. I don't know why you're obsessed with this monitor.
Casaus now with a Northern Lights of his own on Hammerstone, and Hammerstone now reaches back. That takes its toll on the lower back, and Casaus now stalking his opponent and doing what every great wrestler does. He's going for the cover. A lot of wrestlers make the mistake of not going for the cover. They get cocky, they look around, they flex, but Casaus is a wily veteran, and he went right for the pin, and it was a 2 count on Alexander.
You know what? Sometimes Casaus has been known to get cocky, but I think it's a more confident Casaus as of late, that's for sure.
There's a fine line between confident and cocky, and I'm not sure what you call Martin Casaus, but there's one thing you can call him, and that is a winner. But tonight, he wants to prove that once again here in Salt Lake City against Alexander Hammerstone. Hammerstone with a couple of hammers to the midsection of Casaus now. And Casaus with another dropkick, Josh.
Man, I want to know what this kid's vertical was in high school.
He's talking about, wait a minute. Stevie Slick clearly interfering once again. And Slick's now up on the ring apron. Trades, you got to get him down. This is a wrestling match. I think Commissioner MK is going to do something about that eventually, Josh.
Well, and yay for Commissioner MK, who's supposedly going to do things and change stuff, blah, blah, blah.
He has been doing things. He has been changing
like
things.
Like interfering in matches, I agree with you. He should really stop doing that.
He never got into the ring. Nice! Alexander Hammerstone from out of nowhere tosses a 240-pound man across the ring, and Martin Casaus and Hammerstone both on their backs right now as referee Jack Trades begins that 10 count. He's at number 3 right now. What comes next, Josh?
That one.
No, it was 4. Now he's at 5. He's going for 6, and Hammerstone's up first, but Casaus is up. Huge right hands by both competitors, rocking each other almost into next week. Hammerstone with another, and another, and another.
Here we go. Look at this now. And a big, Casaus puts on that sleeper now.
That is a veteran move, Josh. A veteran move. He'd been rocked by Hammerstone's right hammers, and now he puts that sleeper hold, trying to slow this match down. And folks, when the oxygen gets cut off from your brain, you can't think, you can't breathe, and the sleeper hold will eventually put you out.
And you end up being Josh Damian's broadcast partner.
Wait a minute.
Glad you caught that. Moving on.
Referee Jack Trades picks that hand up a second time. This could be it, but wait a minute. There's Hammerstone. Hammerstone is somehow fighting his way back against Martin Casaus. A series of shots again to the midsection. Ducks that clothesline. Nice back elbow. nice clothesline. Hammerstone with a drop kick of his own, and Martin Casaus looks confused as he goes over to Stevie Slick. And listen to the crowd. Hammerstone with a huge hammer-like forearm on Martin Casaus as he throws him into the corner. What's next? Oh, and Casaus with a big elbow.
Whoa!
From out of nowhere, Alexander Hammerstone throws Casaus across the ring again, and look at this. He's begging Casaus to get up now. He wants a piece of the former WWE Tough Enough superstar, Martin Casaus. He's got him on his shoulders. What's this? Casaus finds a way to fight out of it. A huge kick, and Casaus, now, whoa! I thought referee Jack Trades was it. Oh, there's Stevie Slick.
Well, and there was no denying it that Stevie Slick just took a hammer to Alex Hammerstone Stones.
Folks, I don't know what to say after that, but I can say that Stevie Slick once again proved that he's got no business around a wrestling ring interfering in this match. And
Pin him!
Casaus looks like he
Pin
doesn't know
him!
if he should pin him. And Hammerstone kicked out at 2.5, and Stevie Slick can't believe it. He thought Casaus was going to quickly pounce on him. I'm a bit confused myself.
Well, and Casaus looked like he had a dilemma whether or not he should pin Hammerstone like that or not. It's almost like he doesn't want Stevie Slick out here by his side.
I, quite frankly, am confused by members of the Foundation as Casaus now picks up Hammerstone. But a series of elbows by Hammerstone to the jaw of Martin Casaus, almost a pin. Casaus trying to kick his head off, and there's a pin by Hammerstone. 2.5. And Hammerstone's got Casaus now. These two competitors have got to be spent, but look at the strength in their lower bodies to be able to pick each other up like that. Hammerstone throws the big right, but Casaus has him up once again. And there it is. Martin Casaus hits that huge finisher, and folks, that will do it.
The winner, Martin Casaus!
There's your winner, Martin Casaus, Josh, but he did have some help from Stevie Slick tonight.
Well, and now...
Wait a minute.
I don't know what Martin is doing. I mean, Casaus was about to celebrate a victory here.
Slick's trying to explain something to Martin. I'm not sure Martin Casaus is happy with this victory. Folks, we may have some, would you call it dissension, Josh, in the Foundation? Can you believe it?
Oh, no one really likes Stevie Slick, that's for sure.
And listen to Slick telling Hammerstone to go home. And Martin Casaus extended the hand, and Stevie Slick said no. Hammerstone now leaving the ring, and that leaves Martin Casaus in store. And he slapped. Are you kidding me?
Whoa, here we go!
Could this be the end of the Foundation? Stevie Slick just slapped Martin Casaus in the middle of the ring. Folks, I don't believe what we've seen here tonight. Josh Damian, this could very well be the end of the Foundation as we knew it.
I think we've all known that Stevie Slick is an idiot, but you definitely do not slap a guy who is 3 times your size.
Well, you saw how Stevie Slick ran. Folks, we've had incredible action here tonight. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to Ucw-Zero Championship Wrestling live from Salt Lake City, along with my broadcast partner,
Josh Damian. He can't even remember my name, for crying out. Josh Damian.
I'm the Deacon of Doom. We'll see you next time right here on Ucw-Zero Wrestling.
BR Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero, Utah's best live pro wrestling action in Salt Lake City, Utah, at the UCW Training Center, 47 South Orange Street. Tickets are $10 for general admission and $3 for kids 6 and under. Doors open at 6 p.m. and bell time is 6:30 p.m. For more information, go to www.ucw-zero.com or call 801-699-7977. And remember, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals. Leave it to us. We are Ultra Championship Wrestling Zero. Motivational pain.